I'm currently in the middle of 13 series that are not up to date, and I have the books to read. So this year my plan is to try and minimise that and actually get the series numbered down. So let's try and do that in this video. For those of you who don't know, my name is Amelia and I upload all kind of book content such as reading vlogs, reading wrap-ups, all that stuff, you name it. And if you're not new here, then welcome back. If you haven't gathered by the intro or the title or the thumbnail, then I'll tell you, we are going to be reading to continue my series that I'm in the middle of. I haven't done one of these yet this year, and it is about time I actually do it because I've already started a new series this year. I think only one. I want to say I've only started one series this year so far. We're currently near the end of March when I'm starting the intro, and I've started the Kindred's Curse series by Penn Cole, and I've read the first 2 books in that, and I've been very constant with it, so be proud. Let's quickly just go through the ones that we're in the middle of. I've got the Addicted / Callaway Sisters series that I'm undecided if I'm continuing or not. I don't know. The Throne of Glass series that I've got 3 more books left to read of, and I feel like now that Sarah J. Maas has announced another book for ACOTAR in October, I need to get up to date with the series before that. I've got I'm trying to go down because some of these ones are currently up to date, so technically I'm not in the middle of them, but there's more to come. But we've got the Dirty Air series by Lauren Asher that I'm not even sure if I'm going to complete. The Lakefront Billionaire series that I think I've got 1 more left to read, and that is on my shelf. The Rose Hill series by Elsie Silver. Oh my god, we are running out of battery. Vancouver Storms series, King of Sin, Zodiacus Academy, DC Stars, Belladonna, the Never After series, the Kindred's Curse series. That's it, I think. I'm trying to be quick because my battery's running out and I need to charge you. However, the books I have chosen to do for this video, and I might be another one depending how fast I get through these books, but it'll make sense why I've only put technically one book in this because it's 2 books, and it is Tower of Dawn and Empire Storms by Sarah J. Maas. This is the tandem read for the Throne of Glass series, and I'm petrified. I'm absolutely petrified, but it's about time I get to it, and I feel like I'm currently in that universe because I've recently finished Queen of Shadows, and I don't want to leave it too long before I get into this because I will just put myself off it. So we are going to do these 2 books. When I finish the book I'm currently reading, I will move on to these. Well, I will start I'll put the tabs where I need to stop on each book so I can do the tandem read. So let's read Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms together, guys. See how much I get. Okay, my hair looks like atrociously a mess, but I have not brushed it today. I've kind of put my fingers through it. I am about to do my 45-minute reading session for my second one of today for 75 books. Nothing to do with this video because I'm not reading Tower of Dawn or Empire Storms for it. I have read a chapter today of Tower of Dawn. I didn't read anything last night, so I read the last chapter of Tower of Dawn before I need to move back to Empire Storms. So confusing. However, I did do something today because it's payday, and I found out these books were like nearly £5 on Amazon for Kindle, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make my life easier. I bought them both on Kindle, so I have got a picture of all the chapters on my phone, So I'm going to have to like just keep an eye on that when I need to change, because I'm not going to carry the big books around with me all the time. Also, it makes travelling a lot easier, so when I'm travelling to Saturday and Friday, when I'm travelling to London on Saturday, it's just something easier to read at my Kindle. So yeah, I don't have any updates to give you though, because I still haven't made much of a dent into it at all. And I feel like I need to soon. I need someone to do reading sprints so I can join in, but I've got a busy evening. I'm going food shopping tonight, how exciting. However, I did want to show you two things. First of all, I did buy a book today. I had a voucher from work. I had £5 left on my voucher from work to use. So I bought, I don't know if I showed it on my vlog, I probably did, but I bought Slags by Emma something, I can't remember her last name, but that book, if you've seen it around, I'll try and put a picture of it here because I can't going to get it. And I also picked up The Woman by Kristen Hannah because I read one book by Kristen Hannah this year and apparently I'm obsessed with her. However, I thought I would go with something different. I've not read a book by this author before, but I've heard good things, and I bought Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors. I've heard good things and the blurb sounded interesting to me, so I figured why not give it a try. And it's not a long book, and it's, from what I'm guessing, is literary fiction, and I'm trying to break out of my normal genres, and I feel like literary fiction, I think Firefly Lane was literary fiction, I might be wrong, but I felt like I really enjoyed that book, and call it what you want. I would say it's not romance, but I feel like it could be more literary fiction, but it's not really literary fiction, it's just fiction, I don't know. Contemporary fiction, I think you could say, but similar, but whatever. But yeah, I'm really intrigued, and I'm like, I love the cover, so I'm excited to give this book a try. Now, today was bonus day, and I know that I could have put most of my bonus into my savings if I wanted to, or I could have just given most of it to my mum to pay off my overdraft because she paid my overdraft off, my student overdraft off for me, and I'm paying her back. So I could have done either one of them, but I decided to treat myself, because if you haven't been watching my vlogs for the last few months, you might not have heard me moan about how much my battery on this camera just goes quickly. Like, I could charge it and I can guarantee you by tomorrow I put you back on, I'd have filmed 3 or 4 clips and the battery would die, and I've only done like small short clips, and it would start running out on me, and it frustrates me, especially when I'm away. Like, I don't want to have to keep charging it every 5 seconds. Like, when I'm on holiday, I don't want to have to like be, okay, I got like 20 minutes and it runs out battery, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to go back to the room and put you on charge. Not like I vlog when I'm on holiday. I don't vlog as much. Like, I know if you watch my Paris and New York vlogs, like, yeah, I get clips wherever I am, but not vlog as much as I do when I'm sitting here rambling and chatting a load of rubbish. So I treated myself to the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 because I have been wanting this for a while, and so yeah. So content will be, I will still be using this camera. I think I'm definitely going to be using this one for like at least my sit down videos, like my wrap ups and stuff. But this will also be being used for like vlog content, out and about content. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to try this out. I don't really want to unbox it yet. I feel like I need to wait, but maybe later. Hello! Oh my god. Oh god, Amelia, pause this video. Sorry, I'm using my new camera for this. This feels so bizarre. So if the quality kind of goes in and out on this video, I do apologise. I'm just kind of getting used to it, and it's weird because I can see myself on my phone, which is so, like, I can see myself filming, which is kind of helpful, which is what I'm trying to test this out and seeing what I can do, what to do, like, so when I know, because I am going to be using this on holiday, and I'm very excited, but it's so bizarre to have a new camera. However, it is my lunch break. I've got like 3 minutes till my food is ready, but I'm going to read and eat. So I'm going to try and read a couple of chapters of, what's this book called? Empire of Storms. I think I need to read 9 and 10 and then go back to Tower of Dawn. This is so stressful, but I need to get into it because otherwise I'm going to do an effort, and I don't want to do an effort. I want to get through it, so I'm going to do a little time lapse with you guys. Let's go. Obviously reading on my Kindle because it just makes my life a little bit easier. Okay, I have made the decision to DNF Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms for now. I think I need to read the whole series pretty much back to back, so maybe I will do that in the next few months, where I start from the beginning again and read from there, because I feel like, look, I think it's a good series. I think it has potential for me, but I think I left it too long. Like, I remember reading Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, and really enjoying that. Then I didn't really enjoy Assassin's Blade, and then I read Heir of Fire, and I enjoyed that when I read it. And then I listened to the audiobook of Queen of Shadows, and it took me for about 2 months to listen to it because I just was not in it. And now I just don't have the effort to want to pick up Tower of Dawn or Empire of Storms. I literally, when I say I am probably just skimming it, that's what's happening, and I'm going, oh, I have to pick it up. And reading is a hobby. Reading is not something that should feel like work, and I shouldn't feel like I'm having to pick it up because I have to read it. But I don't want to fully DNF it. I just think I need to start the series again from the top and just read it pretty much back to back. So maybe we'll do that at the end of the year or near the end of the year. Maybe like once I'm near my reading goal, then I might do it, because the problem is I don't want to like give myself to that and then get myself in a slump, which I feel like might happen if I read all of them back to back, if that makes sense. I'm not a girl who can read series back to back. I'll read a couple and I'll be like, okay, I now need a break, let's move on. I need to not do that, really. So I need to give myself some time where I can just binge all of them. And luckily for me, I've got a few of them on my Kindle. So I think the only one I don't have on Kindle is potentially Assassin's Blade. I can't remember, but we ain't going to find out. I don't really care right now. So I have decided, and I think you kind of guessed in the last clip, that I'm going to pick up Heat of the Everflame by Pencold. This is the third book in the Kindred's Curse series. It is currently the last one. It's not the last one in the series, and I think there's a fourth and final one coming called Burn of the Everflame. But this is the last one that's out at the moment until Burn of the Everflame comes out, whenever that's going to be. And I'm like, this is why I was thinking of leaving this until it came to a point where that one was coming out, because I don't want to like forget it or not care for the series anymore. However, I really want to read it. I finished Glow of the Everflame in a 24-hour reading vlog a week or so ago. And when I tell you, I was hooked. I was reading it, I was like, okay. And I wanted to go straight to this one, but I couldn't. And so I'm glad I'm picking this up for this video, because it means I can read it. It is another chunker, so I don't feel too bad for DNFing Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms and going to this one, because it is a chunky book. 825 pages. That's actually mad. 825 pages. Are you joking me? It is crazy, but I'm very excited to continue the series. Hello, okay, I'm still trying this camera out, so please bear with me. I've flipped it around to selfie mode, because why not? So if my book, when I show you in a second, actually, I don't know how I can show you because I'm holding the camera and a mic. I should do this. There you go, it's attached to me. Why did I not think about doing that before? Anyway, Heat of the Everflame by Pencold. I am really, really enjoying this book. It's taken me longer to read than I would like to. I actually think I'm going to... Heat of the Everflame by Pencold. I'm about to go and sit and literally just I'm going to have dinner. And then I'm going to have a full-on just reading evening. I'm doing nothing other than reading, so I can get a good chunk of the way through. We're nearly 40% of the way through the book, so I think that's a good chunk. I don't know how many hours I've got left on Spotify audio books until the 12th of April, so I don't think I'll get much more done audio listening, but yeah, I am really enjoying this book. So much is happening, but I feel like I just want to binge as much as possible now, because obviously, like I said, I am doing a 24-hour readathon this weekend, and I would like this to be done before that. Who knows if it will be done, but I would like it to be. This is a good book, and I'm enjoying the storyline, and I'm enjoying to see what's happening next with Luther and DM. There's so much tension. I'm like, oh, this is not what I expected, but loving it. So yeah, I'm going to try and sit and read for a bit today to get a good chunk done. Hello, okay, I'm coming here in my pyjamas to end this vlog. I did say it would happen once I finished my 24-hour readathon because I was finishing this book in that video. So you will see probably not a lot of my thoughts. I don't know, I feel like I spoke a lot in that vlog, more than I planned to, about this book because, yeah. Also, if you can hear noises, like drilling noises, my parents are doing something in the living room. So ignore that and let's listen to what I'm going to say. I actually had, I knew that when it came to Thursday, I was not going to finish this on Thursday and be able to vlog my thoughts for the ending, but that is in my 24-hour readathon. But however, I will try and explain my thoughts as much as possible. I am coming off the back of reading so many other books since then, because I was doing a 24-hour readathon and I read 3 other books as well as starting another one since then, so my brain is a little bit like, ooh, okay. However, this book was, I think this whole series especially is insane. It's insanely good. Sadly, none of them have been 5 stars. However, I am tempted to put Glow of the Other Flame to 5 stars because that was just incredible and absolutely loved it. This book, I actually will start off saying what my rating is. My rating is 4.5 stars. It wasn't as good as Glow of the Other Flame, but it was as good as Spark of the Other Flame. I gave Spark 4.5 stars as well. I think the story was really good. I think it could have been slightly shorter, but at the same point, I enjoyed whatever we got. I think there were parts of me thinking, like, okay, and some of it I was a little bit bored about. Like, there's a lot of, tension between DM and Luther, and, some of it I felt like wasn't necessarily needed. But I really enjoyed the whole story. The plot twist we got in this book, there's a point in the book, and I'm not going to say what happens, but I remember reading it and was like, oh, something's going to happen, and I had to Google it. I was at rehearsals when this started to happen, and I was, reading in rehearsals because rehearsals, there was times when I wasn't being used, so I was like, in the times I wasn't being used, I'm just going to read. So I've got a hair in my mouth. I had to Google something to find out if something actually did happen or what it wasn't going to happen, because I honestly don't think I could have read the book anymore if what I thought was going to happen actually happened. So I actually knew what was going to happen, but when I read it, I was still as shocked as I would have been if I didn't know what was going on. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed the story. I enjoyed Luther and DM's story, but I loved watching DM start to gain a bit more confidence in herself throughout this book, and start to see her get stronger, see her story kind of unfold in a way of I can't say too much without spoiling the series, so I don't want to say too much, but it was a really good book, and I really, really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed this whole series, and I'm gutted that the 4th book is not out yet, and we haven't got a release date for Burn of the Other Flame, because that ending gave me a cliffhanger, and trust me, if that was already out, if the last book was already out, I would have put my whole readathon plans of books aside and read the next book, because I just need it. So this is a really good fantasy series, I think. If you're looking to get into fantasy or romantasy, or you have got out of it for a while and need something to get you back into it, this is the series that did it. This series did it for me. It got me back into romantasy after a long period of time of being away from it and not wanting to read romantasy, so yeah. Anyway, that is my wrap up. 4.5 stars on this book. Obviously, at the beginning I started the Tower of Dawn and Empire Storms tandem read, and I have DNF'd it. I so far in my brain have DNF'd the series to restart the series. I don't know if I will, but that's my plan. My plan is also to just read the books separately rather than simultaneously together. I know that's what the emotional way to do it, but I just know that I won't be able to do it, and it's just too much. But we'll get there. But that is the end of this video. If you did enjoy it, then please give it a thumbs up, please comment down below, please subscribe, and I will see you again very soon with another video.